하셔.
Jug.
All right, it's episode 7. We are back. Joining me here is co-host Andy.
Yep, that's me.
And T-Reid is back as well.
What's up?
And our special guest today, the new homeowner, Avery.
Butt chug.
Hello, homeowner.
So what's with this
Howdy.
butt chug thing? What's up with this?
Hose.
Steve-O is a butt chug. He does the butt
Nobody's
chug
gonna miss it for the world.
on Jackass. What is it? 2 or some shit? 2 or
Think-
3?
I think it's
three.
3.
Yeah, it's 3. Yep.
They're on the rooftop, and then he chugs
Oh,
a
beer.
drink through his butt.
It's pretty disgusting, but that's what college.
So what's the
Uh,
likeliness of
college kids
dying
do.
from this? That's my question.
Well, there was a period in time in like 2015 that I saw a thing on the news that kids were boofing NyQuil, which means they were literally pouring it up their ass.
Boofing.
Yeah, that's
Swear
what
to
boof means.
Look it up.
Oh,
T-Reid
Oh.
was what a boof is, wasn't it?
I've used that word.
He was a boofer.
I've used that word, but not in that context. I didn't know that's what it
Sounds
was.
odd.
Now I want to I use it like boof, like it's stupid. Like, oh man, this is boof.
As you're pouring something up your
I thought that's what it meant. I just heard other people saying it, and I
You really didn't know what it meant.
no,
So
sir.
he's out here saying boof as like it's a problem or
Boof.
like a fucking
Yeah, pour some NyQuil in my ass. Boof. The fuck.
Ugh.
That's really
It's kind of like the word sharkish. It's just never gonna stick.
sharkish.
of
No, sharkish
act-
can stick.
The act of inserting drugs into your anus for a much stronger trip, even though it's named like a synonym for farting.
God damn it!
Yeah.
So if you're in lack of sleep and you're feeling like you can't go night night, just have one of these college kids come over to you and fart in your face or something.
Oh,
Goof it.
Boof it, man.
you telling me that's just all it is equal? Ugh, gross.
No.
I wonder what it's like when you boof NyQuil. I mean, I'm not like I'm gonna give it a try or anything, but I mean, what are the effects? Like, what are the positives? It's got to be, I guess, pretty fantastic to pour something up your ass. That's pretty
Maybe you
difficult.
get some really crazy dreams after you pass out from boofifying yourself, and then have some dreams like Bigfoot trying to have dinner with you or something.
I imagine it's worth it.
What?
Bigfoot
you-
having dinner with you.
Would you snuggle with Bigfoot if he was civilized and could talk?
Would I snuggle with a roughly 8-foot tall, upright walking, hairy
Oh.
ape man if he was
10-footer.
civilized? That's what you're asking me? That's a no. That's gonna be a hard no. No, I would not snuggle with
No.
him.
Well, what if he had some beef jerky though?
Oh, there we go. 100%.
What is that fucking
As long as it's
Jack Link's
not-
thing? No.
That's for Sasquatch.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
the same
same
thing.
swam.
Same thing, right?
Yeah,
No, it's
Sasquatch,
not. Bigfoot is
Yeti.
Bigfoot. Sasquatch is Sasquatch.
I always thought they're the
Oh.
same thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
I
know.
think they are. I have no idea,
oh.
actually.
T-Reid, I need to hear the scientific backing and the differences and compare and contrast all of them right now. Because if what you're telling me is
God.
true, my whole life is a lie.
The same squinch.
So where do we go to find Bigfoot? Then we gotta go to like Montana.
Yeah, I think Bigfoot is just grizzly bears on their 2 back feet walking around trying to butt chug.
Their butt
think-
chuck
You don't
honey.
think so? You don't think that's what people seen was bears and they thought it was
Mm.
Bigfoot with jerky links?
Honestly, I think they saw
Why is it
furries.
jerky?
'Cause that's the
Jerky.
commercials. He's always like growling on there, like "Rrr!" he's got the fucking beef jerky in his hand, and he's always like giving it to people or whatever. The dude's in the canoe, and he's like, "Oh yeah, fucking go rafting on the river." And
Didn't
he's
they put like a Sasquatch statue at the Target Center? I swear to God, they got like a store now for
my
beef
neighbor
jerky.
has
And
one.
so after a basketball game, you can go buy yourself a bag of beef jerky and sit on his lap.
Hell yeah.
Remix, actually, speaking of like Jack Link's jerky and the Sasquatch, remember those caveman commercials for Geico? Those were the best.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
happened
Those were
to
the
that?
best.
He's on the
They-
fucking little escalator going down the
Dude.
terminal.
I have
Those were
that
good.
song that plays, that song that's playing at that part. I have it on my Apple playlist. But the point being, they actually spun off a show from those commercials. They literally made like 2 seasons and they canceled it of the cavemen. I swear to God, it's on YouTube. You can go watch all of them.
I thought those were very, very good commercials. They're
Those
excellent.
are my favorite.
Yeah, I like them better than seeing the gecko.
This-
Yeah.
Yeah, the gecko.
Yeah.
Gecko's okay, but there's more class with the weird like Bigfoot guy. He's just
We want the cavemen.
very, very classy.
Oh, because
Look
he's
at
just a regular guy. That's a,
Just, yeah, he's just your average day guy, but he
he
looks
get a
like
few
Thousand
looks.
years old.
he looks like he lives in a cave. But everybody's got to have car insurance.
He was dressing with like slacks and a nice shirt. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, look. I mean, I suppose that's a good point. But I mean, look at his goddamn beard, and he almost looks like a.
That's helpless though.
Yeah, but the whole point of the joke was that he was clearly civilized, and then they were almost meaning him, because it's so easy a caveman can do it, and he's just like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like anybody can do it. Everybody needs it. Even a caveman needs it. He's coming out of a cave, and yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. The hell, man! What they need to bring commercials like that back. That's a shame.
I like the that Orbit commercial where they were not swearing, but they were innuendo like swearing.
Oh, yeah. Like, implying.
Yeah, like a lint liquor. Like
you
obviously.
liquor.
Like that commercial was fantastic. I like that
Some
one.
of the
Is it with the
eating
attractive
biscuit.
blonde chick that's like holding it up, and she's got like the little ascot thing around her neck
Yeah,
or
whatever
whatever?
happened to her?
Yeah, what did? She was
Well, Orbit,
She's
do they even have commercials on anymore? I don't even think that gum is that
Do they
popular.
even have
I don't
TV
think so.
anymore?
yeah, what happened? I don't
TV
watch.
thing?
I guess I don't really pay attention to the
I don't watch
commercials. as
TV.
much.
I see a lot of YouTube commercials, though, a lot of very, very annoying YouTube commercials or ads, I should say.
So did you know there's actually 2 purposes for commercials? You might find this interesting. So you ever see a commercial and you're just like, wow, that is just really fucking stupid. Like who would like it's just the stupidest thing you've ever seen? There's actually 2 forms of advertising. One is like you'll really like it and it's like interesting or funny. And the other is it's so stupid that you literally can't forget it. They purposely make
wanna
it that
get it stuck in
cringy
your
and shitty.
I can see that.
Absolutely.
All marketing, all impressions are good, whether they're bad or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't care. They just want to get the word out and get it into your brain. Oh yeah, remember that one commercial? The State Farm commercial.
But not to go back to the cavemen, but I watched all the episodes on YouTube, and it was actually a really good show. It was like they wasted it. They had a golden opportunity.
Up, man. They fucked up.
Cavemen.
Must not have been a market. Once the commercials are over, people would just move on.
I must have moved on to like a show about like butt chugging or something.
Now they're watching Rob Deerdick.
Oh Jesus!
Oh,
not Rob Deerdick. No, please.
Well, what was the common shows on MTV besides that goof? I mean, honestly.
I don't know. Literally, they play that at work all the time.
And then a
And I
bunch of
swear to God, that's the only
stereotypical New
fucking
Jersey
thing that's
people.
on that fucking channel.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of show.
So annoying.
What the hell kind of show is a show that you just sit there and play video clips and then laugh and make a joke? I think it's the stupidest fucking premise for a show ever.
And then that one bitch sounds like a fucking dolphin too. It's so annoying.
Like watching YouTube reactions, like videos of people reacting to things like, "Oh, this is such a funny line."
Ironically, that's like the most popular trend on YouTube too. Is
That's why
reaction.
So
Reaction video.
sad. It's depressing.
I mean, who would just sit in front of their phone? Like, who would wake up in the morning and just start watching YouTube? Oh, I know 2 people at least. No,
Yeah, I just
come on.
you-
You see, I'm
It's the way to
throwing shit at
kickstart
you
the
guys.
morning, though. I get jostled by a video.
right? That's how I do it. Like it's one thing watching a video and reacting to yourself, but that's kind of the whole point. You want to see what
But
you think about it. But then you're gonna
why
watch.
would you watch a video
Why
of
do you wanna watch
somebody
something?
reacting
Yeah.
to a video?
Oh wow! Did
on
you see his
video.
reaction?
Oh my god, I need to. Oh, dude, I don't know how I would have reacted if I would have seen.
How did I react? Did I
my own-
watch it? Let me watch this other guy so I know how to react.
Yeah, I need to match his reaction. The right reaction. That is
God.
That show is
that's
just
ridiculous.
terrible.
They want you to be like Jake Paul.
Oh God,
They want you to be like him.
that guy.
I've actually
But
never really watched any of those
Is he the
videos
one
from
that
those
went to
goofs.
the suicide forest and took the
Yeah.
video of the dead? Or was that Logan Paul? Which I always mix
Who
the two
knows, man?
goofballs up. Well, one of those two went to that forest and they took a video or whatever of the dead
It was
person.
Logan Paul, I think, that did it.
Yeah. Does that douche nozzle still make videos? Do we know?
Yeah, and people still watch him.
I'm sure. all these numb
Well,
nuts. Yeah, he
Time
does
plus
still make.
tragedy equals comedy, right?
He was like crying in his video. That I remember seeing that too. His response to the, I messed up, man. I shouldn't have recorded the person dead in the forest. And he was like putting on a little charade, putting on a mask,
Well,
trying to act
how
it
about
out.
instead of giving that guy attention, we give Gloomy House attention?
Oh, actually, that is a very good point. We should stop. I'm almost like trying to pull more people in for him. Oh yeah, guys, go check him out. He's a real funny guy and watch. Gloomy House though, now that's a good YouTuber.
Or what's the one? T-Reid watches one too that tells
Top
a lot of
15?
stories.
Oh, it's called Merc. They tell some spookies, some like
mate?
They talk about
Find the Merc channel.
They talk about like disappearances and like unsolved mysteries and shit. It's really interesting.
So you
Teaches
just
you how
sparked
to
my
make people
memory.
disappear.
I saw probably one of the spookiest stories. I mean, it's like, I remember it to this day, and it was such a simple story, but I did see it on a YouTube video, and I remember seeing it in the 90s when I was little on like Unsolved Mysteries or something. So there was this woman who her kids literally, something like they were kidnapped or they went missing or something, and she was parked at a grocery store. Because, like, I mean, even though your kids are missing, you still gotta have food, right? And shit, you gotta eat. So she came out, and there was a van parked next to her, and she like had some weird feeling. I don't know, something about her kids. She just like said, "Oh, like I could feel my kids." And when she went in the store, and she came back out, and the van was gone, but there was a picture on the ground next to her car of the kids, like of her kids tied up in the van.
Oh,
You guys
That's
ever hear of that?
No, when did this happen?
Wow.
It was a while ago. I've seen it on a YouTube video,
That's
but
fucked.
I remember seeing it on
I'm gonna have to
Unsolved
look that
Mysteries.
up.
It was crazy. I don't know if maybe it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like an urban legend thing, but I swear to God, I remember seeing it on a show too. And I probably don't have the story perfect, but it was something like that. When she came out, there was a picture. It looked like it was their kids, but a little bit older, and it was like they were tied up in the van. It's fucking.
That's really weird.
That
Yeah.
is.
Those are always the hardest ones to hear about too. Is like when they're about kids or whatever, teenagers. It's like, oh fuck, no, it's no fun.
Well, it's because they're innocent. They don't understand that there's people like that in the world. I mean, you hear about it, but
yeah,
as a kid, you're
Thank you.
told, okay, this is what it is. Beware of strangers, but it's
Try to
you don't
insulate.
really anticipate anything to happen.
Yeah, you never believe it would happen, and then when it
Yeah.
does, oh shit.
Well, I find the best defense for that is a little something.
something with a little bit of caliber, if you know what I mean.
always with you.
Something with a high caliber.
No, thank God for the Second Amendment.
Yep. And they wanted. Some people want
Yep,
to take.
I definitely have a pair of bare arms hanging above my mantle.
I knew somebody would make the bare arms joke.
And there it is.
I had to.
Oh
Find anything
Lord,
on that picture?
I mean,
Did not
technically, it doesn't say anything about guns. So, therefore, how do we
Yeah, but
know that's what they're talking about?
They used to speak old timey though, I hear you here. Yeah, right to hang bare arms on ye wall, and
Armalite rifle, AR-15.
They didn't have those back then.
Oh yeah, they did, man. Cavemen were
did.
using them. They come out of the caves and shoot the velociraptors and shit.
Ben Franklin was hiding them in his shop.
He had them underneath his desk.
Boy, what a transition.
George
When
Washington.
you
You ever see the paintings of him crossing that fucking river? He's like, I don't give a shit about shit.
Oh no! Wait, let me see.
He's like standing on the boat, and like everybody, and there's got like jackets on. Talk about anything, red coats or green coats, green jacket, gold jacket. Who gives a shit? River.
Oh, and
famous
he's just
thing.
kind of sitting there. All fuckers.
I know it doesn't get recognized.
Like a
Recognized
gangster.
much, but
I sure did.
W. What a guy. I suppose if you want to explain for the audience.
Wow. I mean, that was. The Adam. I can't believe at the end of the day, I still know what I'm talking about. Well, that guy, like, he reluctantly made it, and when he finally saw, like the test, he was like, "Oh man," like, for the paraphrase, he's like, "This is some shit. Probably shouldn't have done this." Well, I mean, the war was over. Japan wasn't shit without Germany, so it was pretty much over. And they had people on the way to fumbling. Surrender. To pretty much just say, okay, yeah, okay, you win. Fuck it. And then he still dropped them anyways. Not only did he drop one, he dropped two. And I watched a lot of history things about him. There was like this whole background about him that it was like he was like bullied, and he was just having like a dick measuring competition when he dropped them. And everybody advised him against doing it. And he's like, no, I'm going to drop them. And then
you're talking about Harry Truman.
God damn it. See, I knew it was too late in the day. Yeah, Harry Truman.
Same timeline, but yeah, you're on the
That was a waste of a minute.
Eisenhower was in Germany. He was a part of the occupation of the concentration camp, so he got to see that.
Wait a minute,
Truman
what
was
were
the
you
one
talking
who was
about, Rob?
no.
Yeah, let's go back to your side.
When he said he shouldn't have done it, Rob said, "Explain to the what were you thinking of?"
Well, because I was wondering what Eisenhower did. I'm trying to figure out what he did wrong. I know Truman kind of, he wasn't really the greatest because he was a weak-minded president who needed some sort of needed some sort of buff to like say, okay, I'm badass, but it really wasn't. It was just kind of like, really. I mean, the USSR was already, they're coming in, so
that was already a song at the time.
Was it? Do you think it was a thing that he wanted to do it first? Be the first.
We came after. You have to understand, the president Truman just took after FDR. FDR was heralded as one of the greatest presidents of all time, and during that time, he was trusted. So,
what were the name of those bombs dropped? Little Boy and or am I thinking of the right ones?
I'm pretty sure the second one was Dave's Big and Juicy.
That'd be fantastic.
They got a good taste of that over there, huh?
Baconator, maybe? Son of Baconator.
I was like Little Boy and could have sworn.
Yeah, it was Little Boy and then Fat Man.
Fat Man, yeah.
Wonder who got Fat Man.
I'm gonna assume Hiroshima got it.
They were the same sizes, right?
Nope,
same...
Nagasaki got Fat Man.
Were they different size bombs or same?
Well, I think Hiroshima did more damage.
Speaking of nuclear, what the hell's the name of that place? I always forget it. In Russia. Oh, Chernobyl.
That's it's actually in Ukraine, I think, right?
Yeah, but during when it was inactive, it was still Soviet.
It was still. Yep, that's correct. That's correct.
Well, if that elephant split thing still burning.
Ooh, I'd like that.
Freaky topic.
Oh yeah,
scary thing.
You can't even look at it, and you otherwise like you like burn or something, or just start dying.
Like Medusa, yeah. And once you're exposed to it, like it'll kill you within like a week.
Freaky.
And it burned through the floor and the concrete. It's just like still burning.
Weird.
See, but that is something that obviously they won't really let anybody go and mess around with either. You know, they're just like, oh, we're gonna leave it. And they do the same with the clothes from the first responders in the hospital. I just watched a video.
Where do they have those?
It's in the basement of a hospital. They're all still radioactive. In fact, they're
in Chernobyl or somewhere else.
In Pripyat.
Pripyat, okay.
So if you go, because I mean, there's people that go there to Pripyat on tours, and then there's people that go there just freely, illegally, technically, but they go and they'll look, and they all kind of have the same code. All right, we're not going to go down there. That's the one area we're not going, because they all know you get that. That's it. You're going to get cancer. You're going to die. You can get even just acute radiation syndrome too. So,
what was I wonder what the population of Chernobyl was.
Pripyat, I think, was like 50,000.
Well, yeah.
Zero.
Okay. So the population was about 16,000 before the disaster. It says. So
no, I think it was a bigger city. It was massive.
Yeah, it's crazy. All like abandoned giant apartment buildings and everything. There was a movie that they came out with about that. It was pretty cool. But it was like all.
Yeah, it says roughly like 16,000 people live there.
16. Well, I suppose that would be.
Dude, that had to
right here in 1986. They estimated just under 50,000 at 49,360 people.
That's the population.
No, that includes the entire area, though. I mean, that's
not.
Oh
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking this was just
the town itself might be a little bit smaller, but again, it's.
Yeah. What do you think the word Chernobyl stands for?
I'm gonna say not fortunate people.
Well, it was originally named after Lenin. I know that. That was the official name, and then, of course, you don't want to keep that name on there when the place goes to shit. So you don't want to destroy history. Oh, God forbid we make shit out of a name.
Yeah, that's a spooky area. Some people go there and make documentaries.
Well, I mean, obviously,
people do go there.
The actual death toll was only 31 people. That is a direct result of the accident. 2 died from the blast effects, and 29 firemen died later from acute radiation.
It's a hell of a thing.
But it wiped the whole city. Speaking of places you can't go, did you know the Egyptian government won't let anybody go inside like certain parts of the pyramids or the Sphinx? What are they hiding?
I've always wondered that, because it's like it's supposed to be this big maze in there. It's like and I mean, obviously, there's wealth from what we hear in the center.
They're just
aliens.
I heard that too.
Aliens are in there.
You think?
That could be like North Korea. Like North Korea doesn't let anybody know anything, but they tell them, "Oh yeah, we have unicorns and we cured cancer and Bigfoot's here."
Our president doesn't shit.
That's the best.
No poop doo doo.
Sure, I want to go see the catacombs.
That would be pretty cool and scary.
But I want to go through, because that too. You can't go through the whole thing. Why?
Well, you get lost on there.
Well, I think it's like a labyrinth. Yeah.
Yeah, people have gotten lost on there. They've found like videos, cameras down there. People in areas where it was like, if you lose your camera or light source, whatever, and you're down there, man, good luck getting out of there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for giving me good luck.
There was a thing where there was
wish me good luck. No.
Yeah, I mean,
no. If you watch the movie As Above, So Below, you probably
don't want to go there.
I wasn't impressed with that movie.
I didn't like it either. Yeah, I thought it sucked.
I didn't think it was a great. Like, I still don't understand the ending of it. That's what
That
gets
they
me.
made it. They should have just kept it to like the general.
I have not
concept
seen
of
it.
the-
Yeah, like it's. First of all, what the hell are those weird things walking around down there? That's what I don't understand about the movie. It's like
It's the
what's
Hills
the-
Have Eyes, man.
Yeah,
There's
it's,
a cinema club. Didn't you hear about the cinema club? The people that would sneak down there and stream movies on a fucking projector, and then they got discovered, and then you guess them can look that shit up. I'm not kidding.
That cannot be a what the.
That's a real thing. There was a club of people that would meet down in the catacombs, and they had a little projector, and they were watching movies and shit, and somebody was catching on to them, and then they just like disappeared. Google it. It was a fucking catacomb cinema club, 2-door cinema club.
2-door cinema club, boy. What a. I just don't get what would make you want to go down there specifically.
Isn't
just
that
to
a
do
band?
that.
Isn't that a band?
Ambience.
That's a band. 2-door cinema club's a band.
I know. I was making a joke.
Oh, I was gonna say. I know that song.
That was actually really believable. I was like,
No,
what?
I completely
That's
believe
No,
it.
that
And
is
I'm
a
like,
real thing. No. Hold on. Time out. No.
not
The
the
2-door
2-door
cinema
cinema.
club.
That's a
That's
band.
just a band. But they were really watching movies down there. I'm not kidding about that.
What's the name of it? Door Cinema or
I
Club
am-
Cinema?
2-door
I
cinema
just
club.
Google Catacomb Cinema Club. They were down there projecting movies and hanging out, and people started catching on to them, and then they screwed. They're like, I get
Why the fuck could you want to go to that fucking place? Is freaky.
it's the ambiance.
I suppose, yeah. Could you imagine just like making a video down there and you take a couple, you take a left and a right, and then you don't know where the fuck you are. It's like, oh fuck, just the feeling in the pit of your stomach, just like, oh man, I'm fucked.
What was the point of making something like that?
It's just interesting. I've watched
It's
tons of videos.
interesting to have a place filled with dead people.
Absolutely, death is very interesting. I'm sure you heard of
Well,
Halloween.
I think wasn't it created during the plague?
Yeah, the Black Plague. Yep, and they had to store. They're running out of space for bodies, so they made the catacombs. Yeah, there's areas where you like the ground is like made out of bones. Like there's no stone. It's just
Ooh,
bones.
bone ground. You think it's bone meal? Bone block.
Bone meal. Well, they're all super hard and like solidified.
In September 2004, French police discovered a hidden chamber in the catacombs under Paris. It contained a full-size movie screen, projection equipment, a bar, a pressure cooker for making couscous, a professionally installed electricity system, and at least 3 phone lines. View the Paris Catacombs Cinema Club.
Yeah,
They put a lot of effort into that.
yeah, and these catacombs go for miles too. So who knows?
So
like,
clearly, this place can't be that old if they had a movie screen down there.
They fed line in there. What do you think? Look at what they just did.
I think that's where Jeffrey Epstein went to live.
Yeah, the many places that he already had, I guess, wasn't enough.
Yeah, it was this.
The kids took over clearly.
Oh.
So they do have maps of the catacombs. Well, areas where people have actually like been and not
Yeah, how do
died.
you map like the
And they
entire thing though?
They actually got back, and I don't know. They're able to tell you. Yeah, that's fuck that, dude. I wouldn't. Let's see. Yeah, there's big open areas where you can actually move, and there's all these creepy little long, narrow passages you can go down, and then turns, and there's like segments where it's like rooms after rooms after rooms and hallways, and looks like a goddamn like circuit board. That's yeah, fuck that.
A
dude.
circuit board of bones. That's great. That's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I wonder if there are more bodies down there or more in the pits as a result of the genocide of World War II. I wonder how they stack up.
Oof, I'm gonna say World War II as to have way more.
I don't know, but that was the bubonic plague, wasn't it? Didn't that kill fucking like all of Europe?
A third of the planet. I think it killed a third of the planet's population.
Man, I mean, but it was. This is just France, though. This is just like Paris. That's the issue where it kind of. I mean, it killed a lot of people. In fact, right here, it's estimate 75 to 200 million. Okay.
The Black Plague?
Holy, yeah.
Really?
And it lasted from 1346 to 1353.
Dude, that's fucking scary just to watch people
Yeah,
run.
you know, people think COVID's gonna get to that. I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen.
That's facts before medicine was
Yeah.
advanced. Like, and
though, you know, back then, where did I read this? Another weird thing. There was like people around that time were like reporting that they were seeing, what was it? Like what the hell do you call it?
reanimated corpses or something, like they're moving
Oh,
or some shit.
Like the Grim Reaper waving scythes over the crop fields and like it was like spraying out smoke and shit.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I think people were just losing their goddamn minds.
They had to have been. I mean, shit. Like,
it was reported like all over Europe.
well, they were probably burning bodies, right? They had to have been getting rid of bodies and burning them. They're looking for all kinds of methods to get rid of the bodies.
Yeah, but they were saying that they like these things were waving a scythe and like smoke was coming out of the blade. Like
that's fucking that's crazy.
Time travelers with fucking flamethrowers burning the bodies. You know, time travelers could explain a lot of things.
For sure. That's a really interesting image, a really interesting imagery to describe, like a Grim Reaper with a scythe with smoke coming out of it. Like, there's probably a lot of symbolism there. Like, what kind of things can you take from that?
You know, I was thinking about that too, and I
what does the smoke represent? Is the scythe?
The whole thing represents death, of course, but what
right.
the smoke? Confusion?
When you break it down, right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is the scythe cutting through the smoke, which is lies or something? Or the smoke's lies and the scythe is the truth, because truth is like a blade, it cuts, something like that.
You know how there's World War II deniers? I wonder if there's like bubonic plague deniers.
There's World War II deniers?
There's actually people who think it didn't happen. You didn't know that?
I was
there's
there.
a lot of people that think it didn't happen.
That's like hyper skeptical or skepticism.
That's called brain damage.
Or I suppose that too. But like
it didn't happen.
You ever heard of that theory where can you disprove that everything in the universe didn't just spawn right now? Like, you ever heard of the people saying that before?
This is going to be my favorite part of this conversation.
Have you heard that though? Have you heard that? Where it's like you can't disprove it though. It's like, well, I have a memory. Well, it's like that memory popped up with everything in the universe because you're part of the universe.
My favorite theory is the nothing exists until you perceive it. So essentially, as soon as you walk in your house and close the door, nothing out there is there anymore until you perceive it.
Not in sight.
Perception under the pretense of like hearing, seeing, touching, smelling. Like, if you're not experiencing it, it's not really there anymore.
It's not in your reality.
Everything that's behind you. It's like, you know the way that video games are made. When your character's running, they're not actually moving through the world. The world is moving around them. It's like they're always standing still.
They're always at the center of the universe. Is that what kind of?
Yeah. And as they move the earth under their feet, or the game, things spawn as they come into view, and it's the same with that
with the real world.
Nothing exists until you perceive it. I love that one, because
that's insane.
You can't confirm or disprove it. The same with the brain in the jar theory.
Oh yeah, that's another good one. God damn. Man, I want to talk about the Black Plague more, because all this is interesting too. Like, I want to talk about
the theories. I could sit back and I could listen to it all.
It's
insane. Some of them are just like, whoa.
The shit people.
It just I don't know. It throws you for like just a loop. It's like, whoa, okay, wait a minute, what just happened?
Brain in the jar is like number 2. We'll go back to
that one's fucking awesome too, and scary.
Because you literally could just be a brain in a jar on some type of life-preserving fluid. Because really all you need is your brain to experience consciousness. I mean, your brain, you can trick it, you could wire your brain literally to some external device to mimic this sensation of touch and smell and everything. Because all of that action happens in your brain. So you literally don't need anything else.
Right. That one's awesome. And then the one where it's our universe is in a jar on like the alien child's, like it's a school project from the alien child, and it's on a like we're sitting on a shelf in a jar,
Bacteria.
like that. Yeah, bacteria in a jar, and like that. Just isn't that just insane? Like
that's a deep rabbit hole right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The kid just get over and scream, "Yeah, this project sucks!" Fucking throws it on a shelf, and it's our fucking whole universe. It's like Dr. Seuss, like all the Horton Hears a Who or whatever, and like the Grinch are on like a snowflake or whatever, or a piece of dust, and that's their whole world, man. Like that's what if we're that?
More like the Smurfs.
See, it doesn't make a difference because we don't know how small we are.
Mm-hmm.
It's all big to us.
It's all theory.
I've got a theory for you. I think I already asked this question. See if anybody remembers. But what's the only thing in existence that named itself? Drew, I already know. Andy, whatever you.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna let these two go for it though.
What's the only thing in existence that named itself? So you have to accept the pretense that, everything's been named by someone, right? I mean, John Tree probably named a tree, and Henry Light Switch was like, "This is a fucking light switch." It's the only thing in all of existence that we know for 110% fact named itself.
Once you get it, you're like, "Fuck!" That's so obvious. But when you don't know, you're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, that's what I'm. There's so many things. That's why
exactly.
There's so many like
exactly.
Genuinely though, only one thing. Like,
let them think about this. So it's actually like the most interesting. It's a very simple answer, but it's like
when it's something that we're just very familiar with.
Yeah. Just think about it. I want to see what you guys come up with, because this one's really interesting to me.
I swear to God, I was laying in bed one night and realized this, and it has bothered me ever since.
It's so simple, but it's fascinating.
It's literally going to change
all the things come through your mind. Like you're like, what? Like there's so many things. There's just so much stuff.
So
think about thinking and how things come about. Like just think about that. Like where do things come from? Where do names come from?
All right, I'm gonna
go.
Yes.
T-Reid's an absolute fucking genius.
Yep. Isn't that just weird though? Like that's just weird to think about. It's so
here's the thing. Consider this for me. Okay. If you picture essentially we're just brains in a vessel, right? Like if you take everything else away, our fingers don't think, our feet, nothing. Our brain controls literally everything, even the function of our heart. Like the brain is we're all just brains, really. This is gonna get crazy, so buckle up. But we're really all just brains. So if you take that and you accept that as a fact for now, for the rest of this, everybody's really just a brain, floating around in a vessel. And when people discover things, they name them. People discover shit every day, like, a cockatoo, that guy must have had cock as a last name or something, and he had two of them. But the point is he used his brain to name that. So essentially he's, just a brain with a vessel. But who came up with the name brain? And how did they know to name it brain? Because if they were using their brain and they're really just a brain, then it's the only thing in existence that named itself.
That's when you think about that.
This is tough. That's
I challenge you to think of one other thing in existence that named itself. Or is everything exactly what it's supposed to be because our brains named it? I don't know. We all know it's a brain, but it took a brain to name it brain. Why?
Yeah, something that's really like super interesting next to what we just heard. Like, did you know that all like the synapses? Is that how you'd say that? Plural synapses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All the wiring inside of the synapses and everything, and
they literally
it's a replica. It's really weird.
What does that tell you about everything being connected, though?
Right, you can't wrap your head around it.
Yeah.
So the one I'll tell you one of the most powerful things I ever heard. And this is like, so this is a fantastic actor as a Grinch, but like now he's all shit. Which, you know, honestly, in my opinion, I think he's just like that because his girlfriend killed herself because she claimed he did cocaine.
Probably triggered that, yeah.
But truly, probably the one of the most powerful. I mean, there's two most powerful sentences I've ever heard in my life. One was, when you die, you know, the dash between the dates will represent your entire life. That's an important one. What do you want that to mean? And the second one was that, let's see if I can say this right. All of reality is the universe experiencing itself for a little while.
Yep.
So everything that you're doing.
And, Alan Watts, is that from his
don't remember. All I know is that, you know, it's essentially saying everything is connected, and that, you know, your experience in reality and everything that you do and feel and say is really just the universe was bored, so it decided to experience life for a little while.
That's fucking weird and awesome.
That's what's happening right now.
It kind of makes everything like way more minuscule than it may seem. Like it just, like just how sad things can be. I mean, obviously, if it gives you a purpose, that's great. But I think in a different takeaway, it can be, well, boy, life is almost just perilous. Like it's there.
It's just the universe is bored, and that's what life is. It's just
insane.
Trying something new for a little while.
And then people get the plague and die, and it's like, oh.
And then Boogeyman, Bigfoot, and he died. Ooh, so universe.
Bigfoot's jacking off in a bush and eating jerky links.
He's jerking. All right. He's jerky linking it. He's the jerking link, not the missing link.
The jerking link. That's good. That's pretty good. I'd say, like, with the whole universe theory, I'd say just best thing to go about it and look at it is just trust the universe, because I mean we are the universe. So
there you go.
That's best way to most optimistic. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole premise of like everything is connected. You know, you ever have one of those moments where you can just say what someone's thinking, and that I've heard people like theories that has.
Yeah, you and I do that all the time, like all the fucking time.
That's a hive mind. Is that what?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially that everything is connected at one central point, and when people finish each other's sentences, or they have deja vu, or they have a memory that they know they didn't do, all these like weird, unexplainable things are just blips from the main computer.
Everybody say a number on 3 when I say 3. So 1, 2, 3.
4.
84.
Oh, Robin T-Reid. I was gonna say 7, but I said 3, so I didn't say a number. I didn't want to fuck anything up.
Wait, what did Robin T-Reid say?
I said 4, and you said 8.
4. And you
I
said
said
8.
I said 84.
Oh,
Rob,
did you
say 4?
Yeah.
Hold on,
which is weird
4?
because somebody said 8. Because somebody said 8 and somebody said 4.
I said 8, Rob said 4, and T-Reid said fucking 84.
What
that was a real
shit.
Right here.
What the fuck?
That was fucking cool.
That's interesting.
We won't do it again because then it wouldn't be.
You know, okay. I tell Rob this. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but there's been several times when, okay, for example, I think it's Memorial Day, they have this thing on the radio where they play the top 500 songs or whatever. I think it's Memorial Day. I can't remember. And there was one time I was at my parents' house when I was younger, and I said, man, I haven't heard this song in forever.
And then boom, it came on.
It came on next. And then I remember one time I was eating Taco John's because potato oles are the shit. And hey, I am talking, damn it. And
Jesus.
And I was talking about this other song, and boom, it came on. And then on the way home from St. Peter, from the University of Liberals, I was talking about I told my sister, right before we left the college, I said, I bet on the way home we're going to hear this song. And sure as shit, it came on. It's like, it's so weird because even if I'm at work and I have like a song in my head, like for example, Band on the Run, a few weeks ago, I had that song in my head. I heard it on the way home from work. So spooky. Like, I could
I've
make
got
so
something
much
similar.
money doing that.
Man on the
So I've
run.
got this weird thing with that too, but it's literally with Family Guy. I know, right?
Really?
Hold on, hear me out. So, like, I don't know, like 9 or 10 years ago, I don't remember what happened, but I didn't have cable. Maybe it was like 15 years ago. I don't know, something. Cable was out, and I don't know if I didn't pay it or something, but whatever. I don't know. It was off for like a few weeks, and I literally only had a DVD set of like 4 or 5 seasons of Family Guy. And this is a really fucked up story, swear to God. I know, this is fucking crazy. But I would just, like, I just left the disc in there. Yeah, my jokes aren't funny. So I just left it in there. And, like, it was just, like, background noise while I would, like, sleep. Like, it was on low. You know, I mean, it's just something to have the TV on, whatever. But, like, I didn't have cable or anything. I don't even think, like, Netflix was out this time, believe it or not. So it was, like, you know, it would just, like, be playing. And then ever since that, like, this went on for, like, weeks. I just, like, leave the same one in. Every time, like later on when I had cable, I would always know what Family Guy was coming on the live TV before it would come on. It's the most fucked up thing.
The
I
fuck?
have no explanation for it. I have no idea why. I would say what episode, like I'd say a line from it, like quote it, and then it would be the next one coming on.
That's fucking weird.
It was
Wow.
like Family Guy brainwashed me in my sleep and connected me to the Family Guy central fucking network. So I know every Family Guy that's always gonna come on.
Yeah, that's crazy. I've done it a little bit with like TV shows. Like if I have a TV show in my head, then I go home and like that show is on or whatever. But
Yeah.
it's mainly with songs. Like and it's so weird. Too. Like
Easy.
I don't know how. Like
You activated it, and I did by brainwashing Family Guy into me while I sleep.
I got dust in the blood.
Yeah, hey Lois. Remember last week when a shitty episode was on?
Yep.
You think
Dude, that's
it's
crazy
weird.
because I'm watching an episode right now. No.
You think that's bad?
I bet you're gonna hear Peter say, "You think that's bad," or "Remember the time."
Remember that time? Remember that time? I said, remember that time?
Like,
That's fucking it. You're sued.
I remember.
And this is why the best character on that show was Vinny.
oh, the dog.
The Italian dog?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh my God, Brian died." I was like, "Yes, pretentious little cunt."
Right. I'm gonna go write a book and then
What should want it? Do it.
yeah. And then like he's on a little talk show at the end with I forget what that dude's name is. and
Oh, he's like Bill Maher.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's like he doesn't know what to fucking say and he's just like, oh
He's just looking around.
I'm taking over.
I'm taking over. Help.
It's Vinny the dog, man. He made a few of those episodes just fantastic. The very
Sorry,
short
but
period
you-
of time.
And they got rid of him.
Yeah,
They
that
got some bringing people back. They were just trying to fucking hype it up, you know.
Yep.
But either way, they brainwashed me somehow. So
Yeah, you think that's bad.
you think it's bad.
Well,
Get a
it is,
load of
like,
get a load of this.
that's the thing is like the things in life that have zero explanation. Like I'm about to open a whole can of worms for everyone right now, and I want to hear your theories on deja vu. I've heard I've heard a few that I liked. One was that at the same time, when you have deja vu, your other self in a parallel universe is doing the exact same thing, like
Oh.
moving, speaking, everything. Like you're like copy and paste on top of each other. That's why you feel that weird feeling. And then I've also heard, I'll give you a second one, was that when you have deja vu, it means you're in the exact spot, point in time, literally in the path of your life,
Ooh, that's fucking
doing exactly what you're supposed to. Like it means you're in the exact right spot. Those are the two that I've
yeah.
Like right where you're supposed to be.
I've read that the universe, like that makes sense because I've read like that the universe is so big that it's almost impossible. It's pretty much impossible that there's not an exact copy of you out there.
Well, if we're going on doppelgangers, I'll tell you some shit. I've lived a lot of places.
Dude, there's doppelgangers here. They're on this planet. They're walking around.
100% at least one version of you somewhere, because I've met so many people in my fucking life, and I swear to God, I've met people who are exactly like them. Like, same person. I'll bring up Reggie, man. Reggie. I had this friend, Reggie, when I was little. Used to ride bikes down the street. I moved away when I was 5. Went real all the way to the other side of the country. Came and I met another kid, Reggie, in Arizona, and we rode bikes. And then when I came back, I was at the mall when I was like 13. This kid came up. He's like, "Hey, Avery," and I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's Reggie." This kid knew me when I was 5 years old. How the hell did he recognize me? He's another Reggie in Arizona, though. And I'm like, "Reggie?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "No, Arizona Reggie." He's like, "No." And I'm like, so there's
What
2
the hell?
Reggies up there, man.
There's 2 Reggies.
Multiple Reggies.
Oh man, that's hard to just comprehend.
Yeah,
'Cause that's. I guess if it doesn't happen to you, it's kind of just like, whoa, that's unreal. But
There's somebody exactly. Like
I trust deja vu. I believe in that 100%.
What do you think it means, though?
You want to hear another weird thing? And Rob and well, Andrew doesn't pay attention to shit. So Rob,
we want to hear weird things. Yes.
So
I'm not paying
sporting
you
events.
T-Reid.
Sporting events.
Oh, no.
On several occasions, I've called a few things that have then happened. I called a pick six. I called a grand slam. I called an injury. Rob wasn't there for the injury, but yeah.
We're on.
Well,
the-
no, it was the baseball game, the Indians and the Twins. That's the one where you were like,
Yeah, it was,
you're like, oh boy,
was
he's gonna hit a
because-
grand slam in extra
because what
innings, and he
happened
did.
well, no, the Gophers game, we were doing really good that year, and I said, yeah, here we go. Now we're gonna fuck it up. We're gonna throw a pick six. The next play, pick six. And Rob looked at me. He said, "Don't do that again." And then
Rob looked at you
and then
said,
at the
"Fuck
Twins
you."
game, we were sucking it up. We looked really bad, and we were starting to gain momentum. I can't remember. I think it was like 2-3, something like that. And Carlos Santana, of all the people, the fucking guitar player, was up to bat, and bases were juiced. And I said, "Here it goes, game over right here, fucking grand slam." Sure as shit, fucking left field grand slam.
You're onto something because you've been to so many games, see, and I listen to Family Guy so much in my sleep that you've been brainwashed. Like you're seeing the pattern. That's what it is. See,
yes,
you're subconsciously seeing the pattern in reality
and
because there's a ton of them.
Yeah,
and
another crazy one. Another crazy one was I was at Timberwolves game with a buddy, and I said, "God, I wish fucking Karl-Anthony Towns would just get hurt."
Holy shit, that's crazy. You have a buddy?
Yes, I do. And I said, I wish fucking Karl-Anthony Towns would just get hurt. We were way better without him. Literally, the next play, he was hurt. Now, he did end up coming back in, but it was just spooky because he looked at me. He was like, "What the fuck?" And then I was sitting at a football game one time, too. Now, it was back when I was in high school, and I told my buddy, I said, "Okay, here's what's going to happen. Kid's going to break loose for a 90-yard touchdown." He did. And then the next play, I said, now he's going to break loose for a 95-yard touchdown. He did. And then I said, on the next play, I said, okay, now he's going to get stopped once and then break loose for another long touchdown. That's exactly what happened. And my friend looked at me and said, "How in the fuck did you do that?" And I said, "I know. I'm just too fucking good." It's fucking nuts. I don't know. Spooky.
I think you're a brain in a jar is what I'm thinking here.
T-Reid, you need to start watching some wrestling.
Hey, what if you're the only one that's a brain in the jar? Literally, none of us are real. Did you ever think about that one?
No.
So I say to you, Andy,
I don't want to be the other one in the jar.
Time to wake up, Andy.
Yeah,
The
that
doctor-
careful, you might give someone a fucking panic attack. I mean, I kind of don't really care about that
Only-
much, but it is freaky to think about.
It is.
Well, I mean, I'm halfway in the bag here, so I don't think I'm gonna have any panic attacks.
If you just stared at somebody and repeatedly told them that they have to wake up and the doctor said they have to pull the plug, that will panic anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't give a shit how confident. I mean, if you just listen to that enough, that
Over
just shows
time,
you-
yeah,
Jesus.
Well, it shows you how fragile our psyche is.
right.
That it's the power of suggestion is a strong thing. You know, what's even freakier is what if I made that joke up and say it because I'm hearing an echo outside of my coma.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, you gotta wake up. Yeah, time to wake up.
Oh, boy, did we dive deep today. Oh my
Yes,
lord.
I'd say so.
Picking up
Wow.
cool rings in the night.
Considering all of our other episodes have been kind of above the water. Maybe a little below,
We're
but
down,
we're in trench level now.
We're definitely in
You can
trench
be-
level.
We're not
that's
all the
right.
way down, but
We
we're,
can
we're
still
there.
go to the abyss.
Yeah, we're not all the
Or-
way down yet. We're at about that
I'm
point where
shaking
the
hands
fish
with
have that little
Neptune.
light in front of their fucking eyes. We're at that level.
Oh, the viper fish? I did
Is that what it is? I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I've always found that because I mean, Finding Nemo. That's when I first seen that fish.
I think that thing's freaky. Have you seen that? What's that one with like the bioluminescent eyeballs or whatever, or the little?
Like
It's
all
got
of
like
them. They all have
no.
that.
There's one that has like a really freaky looking head, like it's clear.
Yeah.
Does it look like a pea?
No, it has like a light on the top of his head.
It's called like no. That's the anglerfish. That
Oh.
one's fucked up.
It's
too.
a raccoon
Angler
fish.
and a
No,
viper.
it's like a what the fuck is it? Found it right here. Fuck, where
What
is
the
it?
fuck is the
Barrel eye.
fuck?
The bear. Look up the barrel eye fish. Tell me that thing's not out of nightmares.
That
Look
thing's
it up.
not on nightmares. man,
Barrel
You want to
eye
see some
fish.
of them nightmares?
No, look-
go
just
to
look it up.
Rob's post on the spooky. You know.
Oh,
you
yeah,
need-
barrel-eyed fish. Yeah.
Look at that thing. Does that thing just not look ghostly? You look at its face, and then it's got like these. That thing just looks like if that was swimming at me in like a lake or something, I just seen its glowing face, and it's got those two weird little green. I always thought the green things behind its head were its eyes, but no, it's the two little creepy little eyeballs in the front of
What's
it.
it called?
Barrel eye fish.
Barrel eye, like
Or barrel eye is what it's called.
yeah.
That fucking thing. That if I seen that, I would fucking shit my pants.
I'd shit your pants for you.
Yeah, I'd shit my pants for everybody here.
Do they
That-
tell you how far down?
They're in the
Twilight,
which
I think.
yeah, they're down there.
Well,
Barrel
just
eyes,
think about,
also known as spookfish.
Yeah, spookfish. There you go. That's a good name for it.
you know,
That
it
shouldn't be
it makes you wonder. Like, if you go, now I know obviously people can't scuba dive to certain depths, but it makes you wonder what kind of prehistoric shit is still alive
Down there hiding.
Down there. Yeah, exactly.
Mariana
Like,
Trench.
I mean,
Yep.
it's just scary.
There's
to think.
there's
like,
a deeper
it's
place
not
in that, by
scary.
the way.
It's interesting, honestly. Like, the ocean is probably the most interesting thing.
Oh,
on the
absolutely.
planet. I mean, because you go deep enough, you don't know. I mean, it took. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. It takes years just to find fucking shipwrecks and stuff, and obviously, yeah, that's not like nature or anything. Like, yeah, but I mean, it's just crazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
It's like
Well,
we're-
no, you're on this. I mean,
Like-
you would,
It
I mean,
takes years.
shipwrecks
It
aren't
takes
even
years
that
to
deep,
find
and it takes forever to
shipwrecks.
find those.
So how many more years will it take to find out that this stuff exists?
we've only explored and mapped like 5% of the ocean or something.
I think it's even less than
Yeah,
Like 2% or something like that, I thought.
yeah. I mean,
We've
we saw like
explored more
one.
of
We saw
space
like
than we
one
have much.
fucking puffer fish, and we were like, "Oh, okay, that's a discovery. Okay, we're done."
and then
come on.
dolphins are
Come
passing around and getting high off the
I
puffer
mean,
fish.
the problem is with that one puffer fish. I don't know. It's just
gets a lot of dolphins fucked up. That's for sure. There's actually a deeper place in the Mariana Trench. I don't know if you guys know, but it's called the
It's called
challenge.
It's called the Marinara Trench.
Okay, Rob. It's called-
I didn't say it.
I know, but he's thinking for you though.
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but yeah.
It's called the Challenger Deep. It's a little bit. It's next to the Marianas Trench, but is it Mariana? Oh, I think it is Marianas. Like it's plural, Marianas Trench or ownership, whatever.
I think it's just Mariana Trench.
She
I mean,
owned
sure?
it.
Not
You
an
can't
ownership.
go there. Get away from her shit.
Yeah, Mariana's not happy about us seeing her
You can
trench.
say it either way.
Sounds sexual.
No, it's not plural. It's Mariana Trench, you dick.
Well, they do have a Mariana. I
thought
mean,
there was like a
Mariana
set of-
is the way to say it, though. It's the proper
Okay.
way. But anyway,
Fair
tell
enough.
us about this Challenger Deep.
It isn't even. Oh,
Look
okay.
here. Let's see. So it's obviously in the Pacific Ocean. That fucking ocean is just endless. It's somewhere between Guam and the Philippines, and I guess it's let's see.
2,550.
Oh, maybe the Mariana
Part
Trench
of
is the challenge. I think it's another name for it.
It's the deepest part of the
Why would-
Mariana Trench.
Oh, okay, it's a segment of it. I see now. Deepest part of the Mariana. Why would they fucking? Okay.
How about the Devil's Sea or the Dragon's Triangle? I mean, it's the Bermuda Triangle.
What's
but-
Yeah, damn it, you took my thing. I was just gonna ask about that.
Did you see that fucking whirlpool going straight down into the water?
Oof.
That's fucking scary, man.
Where's that?
It's called the Devil's Sea. It's like a spinning.
Yeah, that Bermuda is that the Bermuda Triangle?
I think it's in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, it's literally like planes and boats have like fucking been
fuck
dragged
that,
down
dude.
in it.
Isn't Amelia Earhart down there?
Yeah, she's still chilling. She
No,
stopped
she's at
aging.
the end of Maud. But anyway,
People have
she
seen this?
is. But anyway, like it's scary because there's actually I don't know how the hell they even get photos, but apparently there's like World War II planes and shit down there too. Like it's spooky. I mean, I don't know how, like what the fuck this thing is, but it's just weird. Like it just sucks them in. I don't know.
Dude, that would be the freakiest fucking thing ever if you're just on a boat or whatever and you just see the water swirling. Like, where is that going? It's just swirling down. You're out in the middle of the fucking ocean and there's a swirling little drain looking kind of deal going on and the whirlpooling down into nothing. Like, what is that? What the fuck?
Neptune is taking you in.
That's
I'm shaking hands with Neptune.
Neptune's shitter, I guess. His toilet.
One thing I saw out here in the Atlantic Ocean was a water spout. I looked up into the off the beach, and there was a water spout.
What's
It's
that?
literally it's an ocean water tornado. It's a tube of water going up into the sky.
What
That
the
was
fuck?
one of
That's
the
pretty
freakiest
cool, man.
things I've ever seen. It was scary as hell to see in person, though. I mean, they're not dangerous or anything, but it's like you can even drive a boat through them. But it was.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Take a look at a picture of a water spout, man. Imagine seeing that.
Fuck,
Oof.
you wanna feel like adrenaline and just feeling crazy. Like just think of like right now you just like vanished and appeared out in the middle of like the Pacific Ocean and just got dropped into it. Like just and you're in there. Like just out in the middle of it.
What if lag was real in real life?
That would suck.
Well, see, the thing with that, what you just mentioned with the Pacific Ocean, like that, those fighter pilots in World War II, when they go down in that ocean, they're not dead yet. Some of them may still be alive, and they're
Right.
hanging in that ocean all by themselves. Nobody's coming for them. They're just stuck. There's nothing you can do.
Imagine if they went into a place where they don't even age, and then all of a sudden they spit out, and it's like 2020, and everyone's like offended by everything. Imagine how confused they would be.
Yeah, this is a guy who comes back from the 20s and the 30s, where you could still beat your wife. Yeah, he just comes back, and now you hit a woman, you go to jail. He's like, "Oh,
Hey
well,
now, what's the big idea? What's going on here now? All I did was give the woman a slap. She was mouthing up to me. What's the big idea? Let me out of here."
And smoking in buildings was permitted.
Indeed.
And if you
Boy,
didn't
oh boy.
smoke in buildings, you were looked at funny.
I just got a funny guy smoking a cigarette over here. Back
And a
here.
man can have
Yeah.
multiple girlfriends, but a woman can only have one man.
The way it should be.
Sounds like a pretty good time.
Classic rules, Sonny. I ain't no one woman man. That's a big idea.
God damn it. Oh,
I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, sounds like a pretty good
sounds
time.
like a plan, yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick to anybody, but I mean, come on.
Well, you're just trying to give dick to somebody.
There you go.
Yeah, we get
Come
it.
on. Like my 6th grade teacher. Boy, oh boy.
On that
Oh,
note,
okay.
how do you guys feel about Elliot Page?
Uh-oh. We struck a sensitive one.
Did you hear that? Did you hear my can opener? Pop it open.
Dude, you keep those worms in there, man.
These worms are crawling out.
These are some sensitive
Some
worms.
strong worms.
So Trina Leahy has now turned into a man, from what I'm aware of, taking at least the pronouns of, I think it's he and they. Was that it? I don't remember.
That's what he did.
I don't like
here.
I don't like the plural pronouns. I think that's stupid. I'm
They.
sorry. Yeah, exactly.
He can't
Them.
say like he and his. Or,
Them and they, to me, that bugs me because, yeah, it doesn't sound right to me. I'm sorry. I apologize to anybody who doesn't agree with that, but
Oh man up, pussy. No, I'm kidding.
oh, don't say that. People don't like that when the man up thing for some reason. Some people don't like that, and I
What's the
disagree.
matter with you? It's the 20s. What you see is what you gotta man up. You gotta be a
Man
man.
up.
Get your
You
wife.
gotta be a man up. Yeah, I don't know.
People don't like when you say man up.
No, they don't. They don't like when you say anything. Don't say anything at all. Just shut
Don't
up.
ever speak. If you say woman,
Don't ever
woman,
speak your mind or be free in your
So
speech.
for the listeners out there,
Yet
our
this
next
country's
podcast,
built
our
on
next
it.
podcast.
Right.
So for all the listeners out there, our next podcast is going to be 3 hours of no talking, just complete silence. We don't
So
want
it's
to
our-
offend anybody. No.
It's our silent special.
Speaking of offending people,
Uh-oh.
we're gonna switch. We're
Beat
gonna
you
switch
to
the
it.
topic a little bit here, and I've changed my views on this.
T-Reid's
Totally.
he's taking the ship. He's
I've
taking
changed my views on this totally. What do you guys think
man in the boat.
Keys out of his hand.
about statues?
Statues? Like a man
like-
statue?
like gargoyles, like
Anything. Come
romantic.
on.
Like a mandic?
Gargoyles? I love gargoyles. I think they're cool as shit. I think we need more in this
Because-
country.
Originally, like my view was it's just a fucking statue. It doesn't mean anything. But now, what I think is I don't think there should be any statues at all in the world of anything. Because here's the problem. No, because here's the issue. Like Rob told me, obviously he didn't have to tell me this, but they took down the Columbus one in St. Paul because
they're
people
taking them down
were
pretty much
offended.
almost
They took
everywhere.
down Chrissy
Well, no,
Cone.
I know, but hear me out. And Rob said, and they should put one up of Prince. Well, here's the problem. If 100,000 people agree, oh yeah, we should put one up of Prince, then 200,000 people are going to disagree. So how about we just have 0 statues in the entire world? So that way, because guess what? People are going to be offended regardless. Even if it's a saint that you put a statue up of, like Donald Trump. No, I'm just kidding. No, like
I see your point, I
He's
guess.
not
I
kidding.
mean that's the thing. Like anybody, like somebody apparently defaced the Lincoln Monument. All right, Lincoln,
Lincoln.
known as one of
Lincoln.
the greatest presidents of
Linky.
all time. I mean, I remember his presidency. I voted for the fucking guy, and I mean, they defaced it. So obviously, it offends some people. So why don't we just tear them all down? And
Why don't we
not
just
have any
tear
statues
everything
in the world?
down? I mean, someone's going
Like
to be
the statue,
offended by
like
anything.
another thing, the Statue of Liberty. I can look at that and say, well, that's sexist. How come there can't be 2 statues?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That
Hey,
where do
I
we draw the line though? Like, are we
Because
just,
you can't make everybody happy.
Right.
you can't please
What he's
everybody.
trying to say, it's a simple premise. It's because the world don't beat to the 2-1 drum.
Mhm.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have it. The facts of life.
Yeah, but okay, but I was
can't
talking
make
about this with
everybody
Rob
happy.
one time because like I said, my original view was it doesn't fucking matter. But Rob said, okay, if I'm an African American person and I go to like Virginia or wherever and I see a statue of General Lee, which I don't know why a car would bother. No, I'm just kidding.
Ugh.
No, I see a statue of General Lee as an African American. That's the equivalent of going to Germany and seeing a big statue of Adolf Hitler, because General Lee was fighting
Millions
to
and
keep
millions of
slavery,
Jews.
and Adolf Hitler clearly, I mean, wasn't too
Likes to
fond of
paint.
the Jews. So why don't we just tear down every statue in the world and not have any statues at all?
Yeah. Why don't we
And
just get rid of everything that means anything that makes anybody upset, or everybody could just grow some fucking balls again?
I mean, I'd like to see more statues of
Some
Andre the
people are
Giant.
growing balls and they weren't even born with them.
Whatever. I mean, so if you look at it that way, that the people without balls are getting balls, and the people who have balls are losing them, eventually it'll swap, and everything will just go back to normal. There'll be
That's
people with balls and people
actually
without them.
I
kind of
also
interesting to
heard,
think about.
It's like
that
the
they're
polar. No, hold on, T-Reid. It's like
thinking,
polar, the poles, the North and South Pole. Like every
Right,
billions or millions of years, whatever, they swap places. Well,
right.
okay, they can have the balls. We'll take their ovaries, and we'll eat soy, and they can scream and yell with bullhorns, and we can whatever. I mean, okay, we're trading places.
It's like the Earth is always going back and forth with freezing and warming up. Like it's
My point being, somebody eventually will have balls, and someone won't. That's just nature.
Yep. It's always going to be the masculine and feminine elements to humans. It's always going to be there because that's what it
And you're
takes.
always gonna have your Hitlers and your Lincolns and
I
whatever the
fucking
hell
hope
else,
not.
Right? Like there's people like Hitler thought he was doing good. Like he honestly thought he was a good guy. Like he was.
What's that saying?
What is
Those
good?
who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it.
Those who forget history are doomed to repeat it.
There it
And
is.
you know what pisses me off about that was when the new Call of Duty came out. They no, get rid of swastikas. Okay, so everybody can forget that it was a fucking thing,
Right? Like don't
And
teach people.
Well, and ironically, now there's people who are denying. Like I started this whole fucking conversation about World War II. That they're denying that it happened.
No,
It's
it didn't happen.
crazy. We live in an age where people can literally. It's opinion based on. It's facts based on opinion. It's not real. It's misinformation. None of it's even real. You can just decide what you believe now. Well, I'm a frog, so you have to call me Kurt. And, I woke up yesterday and I traded in my house. I sold it, just gave it away. And I took just enough money to buy a fucking lily pad. And now you're gonna call me Kurt.
A yellow lily pad.
Well, I identify as green.
Oh,
I don't know
God.
anything else about it. And I only fuck sloppy pigs.
Oh no!
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Kermie's doing too good.
Someone's always gonna have something to bitch about. You can't. There's
But
no.
it's always been this way. You realize that, right?
No.
People, what everybody omits from this whole conversation is that the only difference is we or fucking Bill Gates or whoever the hell created the internet. I mean, he made Microsoft. He's a dick anyway, sport. But whoever really gave these assholes a platform, gave them a voice. These people have always been out there. They just used
Right.
to live in their mom's basement and they were greasy and
I mean, they probably still live in
fucking
their mom's
sweaty.
basement.
Well, yeah,
Right.
but now they're like, yeah, and they can
Right.
fucking say
Mark
whatever they want.
Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
Zuckerberg.
that alien.
He created the ultimate platform. He gave them the
He made them the
freedom.
sweatiest shit ever. He gave fucking sweatboxes a literal platform to just. Yeah, I don't like that. It's like, well, too fucking bad if you don't like it. It's a fact. It's life. You got to deal with it.
Right.
But
No, go back and change
we live
history.
in an age where we can make a reality. Somebody told them life is what you make it, and they took it way too seriously. Okay, now I think I see what you're saying here. So I don't have to like this. And if it offends one person, take it down. It's like,
Right.
actually, just don't fucking look at it. How about that? Oh,
On a previous podcast, I brought up that witches movie that was coming out or came out or whatever. There was something where people were being offended by the way the witch's hand looked. Like it had like 3 fingers and it was all deformed. It's an ugly witch. It's got to look weird and it's got to look crazy and gross
can't do
and
that.
stuff. Yeah, right. Exactly.
The strong hand guy from fucking Scary Movie is gonna get bullshit.
Right. And but people for that witches movie, they were like, they're offended, or somebody was offended by the hand because it looked like a disfiguration. What do you call that? Disfigurement. Thank you. Disfigurements or some kind of disability that a few people had, or some people have, whatever.
Wow.
And yeah, they took it and they aligned it with that and said that's offensive. People actually have that. You can't do that.
Here's another funny one.
And it's
a
fiction.
The song "Baby It's Cold Outside"?
Yep.
People are offended by that because it's sexist to women.
Wait, what part of it's sexist? I don't know. Educate me.
Well, I have no idea, but honestly, I don't know. But people are offended by that because it's sexist to women. However, if that's sexist to women, how come if I can drive down the road and listen to a classic rock station, they play Fat Bottom Girls? Is it
because Queen is God? I mean, Freddie Mercury can't be offended by Freddie Mercury. He was gay and died of AIDS, and he did the whole bit.
Yeah, he wasn't really into Fat Bottom Girls. He was.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, that doesn't matter. People can still be offended by
he would be considered a twink.
Twinks.
Yeah.
Twinkies can survive nuclear fallout. Random fact of the day. I mean, according to Family Guy. God, see, it's still there.
No.
The effects of Family Guy fucking will survive my entire life.
The lyrics for that song, it's cold, baby, it's cold outside. I think this is what it is. I've got to go away. Hey, what's in this drink? Is that a lyric in there?
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. People just get offended by anything.
Yeah, no, he roof eater. Like, yeah, I don't think there was roofalin in like the fucking.
Oh, it says, and finally the answer is no. That's another. Huh? What the? Okay.
That's women empowerment. He's trying to get her to stay. He's trying to sleep with her, and she's like, "No, I gotta go. It's cold outside." Which, whatever. It's just the same as I have a headache. And then she's like, "No," and that's it. That's the end of it.
Yeah, it's so hard. Like we said already, like it's so hard to please everybody. Like, what if we just decided that I myself as a male am offended that I am obligated to be the protector in a relationship or be a functioning person in society and work or whatever. Just this is examples, not implying anything.
Then you need to sue your girlfriend for sticking up for you.
Yeah.
If she gets a job, you should sue her. And then you should sue her parents for raising an independent woman because you don't like that and it offends you.
Right.
So
exactly.
You see at the core of all this, it's really a bunch of lazy assholes who don't want to work and probably can just pull a lawsuit on anything. I'm offended. I don't like it. I mean, obviously there's real things that are offensive, like, workplace stuff. Like there's some things that are totally inappropriate.
Oh, no, yeah, there's definitely offensive stuff, like no doubt.
How long until someone's offended that I have a penis and it's in my pants?
Right.
Like, what the hell's manspreading? Like, there's something there. You can't squeeze your legs.
Right. I think when you're being offensive, it's being exactly direct, and you're trying to cause that person harm or dismay or some kind of chaos to them, or just making them feel bad purposely when you're deliberately doing it.
What really got me was when Gillette had that whole shave your toxic masculinity thing. What the fuck is that? You can't have a beard now? Beard?
No beards.
Oh, what is it? I just heard the other day. McDonald's is giving out McRib vouchers for everybody that shaves their beard.
What the fuck?
He sent in a picture. He sent in a picture. Yeah, they do that.
Oh my god, this is.
And the McRib's not even that good, man. It's not worth it.
I'd throw that shit at the fucking wall.
I'd rather keep my facial hair.
McFuck yourself.
Yeah, like the 2 hairs Rob has, he'd rather keep.
Hey, no, I got a good chin strap.
Beards and McRib sauce don't mix. They want fans to post a photo on social media with their clean shaven face because beards plus McRib sauce don't mix. What the fuck?
No,
what?
I was told.
Who's
I
going
was
out and eating a
told-
McRib?
I would never eat a fucking
I
McRib.
was
I don't know
told
about you.
today, and
You're
this
in
is
beard anyways, and you're sweaty as fuck. So shave that shit. You shouldn't have it anyways. Go back on Reddit and fucking spill your McRib sauce on your keyboard.
Yeah, that's
Get the
Man.
McRib there.
I know T-Reid gets the Travis Scott meal still somehow.
oh fuck yeah, every day.
He still asks for it.
You know what? All right, so like back when I was a kid, they had two things. Burger King had Dragon Ball Z cards in their Happy Meals, and that was cool as shit.
golden
What
age days.
Yes, dude, it was awesome. But then they also had a Shaq meal when he played Shaft, and it was like, who is the man? It was like, Shaq meal.
Ooh,
It was a big ass burger, and it had Shaq sauce on it.
Oh, what the
Shaq sauce, that would not be okay. They would.
What is
freak-
Shaq sauce
They would-
consist of?
People would freak out over that.
Look at the implication there, because Shaft was like, damn right, and he was like such like the sexy mother jamma, like went around and kicked ass and shit, and all ladies loved him. He made it like Shaq, but then it had Shaq sauce on it, which was literally like relish with like
Ugh.
ketchup and mayonnaise. No, it was good as shit. I wanted
was it?
all the damn time. It was delicious. Back when Burger King actually flame broiled shit and didn't put fucking feet in it.
They should have did the same thing with Shrek. Shrek sauce.
Oh, I'm
Shrek-
so asparagus. Fucking green dripping.
Shrek sauce.
What were they implying with Shaq sauce? Like, come on.
You know what they're implying.
It was delicious.
This was Burger King that did this.
Yeah, it was the Shaq meal. I swear to God.
Dude, if you guys
Burger King is just, oh my god, they've tried so many things.
what that is,
Shaq Pack. That's what it was. That fucking Shaq Pack.
a Shaq.
Oh man,
2002, Shaq, the sourdough bacon cheeseburger. It was the Shaq Pack. They had a picture of his face, and it was Shaq. So, and the commercial would be like Shaq, because it was a Shaq burger, and it was fucking
Did
good.
you guys ever get the chance to see those Shrek Easy Squirt ketchup, some Heinz? When it's green ketchup and it's a picture of Shrek on it. I mean, there was a Fiona one too in human form or whatever, and it's like red.
Oh.
I don't know what you can.
There is
Your
an
guess is best as mine.
There's an Urban Dictionary definition for Shack Pack, and I gotta say, one.
Well,
a
you know
big
why
package.
they did those, Andrew.
Hey, T-Reid, a value meal from Burger King, and if you want to use it in a sentence, hey, be careful you don't donk anybody with your Shack Pack.
Oh boy, when was this?
This is 2002, but it can
Dude.
be to have a big package. So from now on, I'm telling her, hey, don't kick me in my Shack Pack. I'm bringing it back.
They had that though.
It was a real thing. It was delicious.
If they had that today, Burger King would be out of business. There's just.
Oh, you
no
mean they're not already?
Yeah,
Well, well, they are still in business because there's actually Burger King somehow still out there, and there are actually quite a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Name 20.
Didn't they do like a
name 20.
like
Name
a
100.
straight black burger, and then they like darken? I forgot.
Oh yeah,
Yes, they did. They
Black
did that for
bun
Halloween just a few years ago. That looked disgusting.
T-Reid, did you try it?
Under me cute.
Oh
Those were
god.
pretty patties.
Oh, ew, yeah, I remember those now, TV.
Yeah.
Dude, that's disgusting. Burger King did a green poop, or what the hell is this? Burger King's Halloween Whopper comes out.
People's poop green or black or purple.
Yeah, it turned their poop green. Burger King's Halloween Whopper comes with an unexpected side effect.
Yeah, the
Seriously,
bun is
dude,
black. That's what it was.
What the fuck is wrong with people? Who is coming up with this shit? This is
Dude,
so.
it's only Burger King. That's the thing.
Sweaty
Burger
neck
King
beard.
is so bad, dude.
I want a black burger.
I want a black burger. my god! Or like a
I
crappy
should have had
Halloween.
one when they had it too. God damn it! I should have tried one.
No, Rob just goes there and gets the Impossible Whopper every day.
Mm.
The Halloween Whopper, which is just a cheeseburger sandwich between two black buns infused with the steak sauce.
The
Social media's
Impossible
been
Whopper.
giving it its collective stink eye. What?
I eat scary burgers right now, man. I'm eating White Castle.
They said spooky
Whoa.
side effect green poop. It's
with the
funny.
little onions.
Actually, I
know
do
if you
want
guys-
some White Castle. God damn it! I might go down there.
Speaking of White Castle, did you guys ever see Stone Cold ET? Underrated YouTube video.
Stone Cold what? ET?
Stone Cold ET. Totally fucked in the head, but
What the fuck is that?
he puts on an ET mask with a hood and goes through the White Castle drive-through, and then he talks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. And it's fucking crazy.
Interesting.
It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride from beginning
Stone
to end.
Cold ET hilarious drive-through WW. What the fuck is wrong with people?
He's in, no, but
What do
it's-
you mean? This is hilarious.
It's so weird.
Fucking Rob.
He's like, Stone Cold ET wants some White Castle burgers with the little onions when I'm whooping Vince McMahon's ass. It's fucking crazy. It's just like the craziest combination. It's like a fucking cheeseburger with peanut butter on it. It makes no fucking sense. But oddly enough, it works.
It works. Wait, you eat cheeseburgers with peanut butter on it? Wait, you eat shit for breakfast?
It's like, you ever see the cheeseburger and they put an egg on it?
Yeah, well, that's fucking good. I mean, yeah,
It's
that's
delicious.
amazing.
But it doesn't
Oh, those
make
brunch
sense.
burgers, man.
Oh,
Well,
but brunch burger, please. But it works.
Mhm.
it works.
Scrumdilly, a hot ham hamburger sandwich. Mhm.
Dude, the drive-through pranks are always the best pranks, though. I swear. When they just totally fuck with the people in the drive-through, they're always the funniest.
Fire in the holes are the best.
I feel bad for like a minute and then I'm laughing still. That's the issue.
All right, I got to tell you a story, actually, then. I got a story. Oh, teenage years. So we went to a couple of drive-thrus, but we bought some diapers. Then we grabbed some chocolate pudding snack pack.
Uh-oh. I see where this is
Put
going.
it in
You're
there.
the coolest.
Yeah, because it was full of shit, and ordered some food and then gunned it through the window. And the guys, one guy was like, "Oh!" And he obviously thought he had killed.
Because they're
Then we,
evil.
then we went to a Burger King, and there was a guy who was a ginger. Apologize to the gingers out there. He looked like a genie. I have no other way to describe this guy, but he looked like a genie. Make that up, whatever in your mind. He literally looked like a genie that came out of a lamp. Well, after we ordered the food and he came back, one of my friends dumped it on the like the drive-through window and just said his baby had an accident, and the guy literally ran. He ran. He was the manager too. He yelled, "What the fuck?" and ran. I don't know where he was going. He was going to call the police or what. But he thought it was an actual shitty diaper, and he literally just ran. He just ran away. Like, what was through your mind in that moment that you just your instinct is just run from baby diapers?
Well, I mean, who wants to be shit on? I mean,
You really well, yeah, I guess you would run. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be shit on, but I mean, running is. I digress, but it's still, it was an interesting night, and it ended with us saran wrapping our friend's old Lincoln Town car doors shut. Yeah, saran wrap, and we kept wrapping around his car, and yeah, we literally.
there we go, T-Reid. We're gonna saran wrap your car now.
Actually, I actually
sure
just
it's
got
not
back.
first.
I had to go take a piss.
Oh, oh.
Did you clog the toilet?
Too much.
Did I clog the toilet? What the fuck am I peeing? Jesus Christ!
He's peeing blood.
You're peeing
You had
the
a
black,
shack meal.
you're peeing the black Whopper out. That's fucking.
Sled.
Awful lot of kidney stones in there.
You're
Oh,
pissing out
fuck, kidney
fucking
stones.
oil
on oil.
and dead dinosaurs.
Oh man. Well, anything
Dinosaurs.
else you guys want to jump on here before we decide to cut it?
Yeah. Dinosaurs are oil, and oil makes plastic, and plastic dinosaurs are made the toys are made out of dinosaurs.
Wait a minute. Dinosaurs are oil, so how come I can go to the museum right now and see a
You get attacked by a
All right, yeah,
velociraptor.
that's it.
and
That's done.
see a dinosaur? You better watch what you say, Andrew. I mean, we might have dinosaurs listening, and we could lose a lot less.
You know when you
offensive. No.
you ever seen that scene in Home Alone where all the shelves fall down and he's like trying to grab something up there?
I haven't
That's
seen that movie in ages.
all right, but that's what just happened.
It's tar. Oh, I thought you were talking about the black shit. But you were saying it was oil. It's fucking roof tar. Oh,
Roof tar.
roof tar.
Good old Joe
Roof
Pesci.
tar.
Roof tar.
Oh.
Well, fellas, that ought to do it. I think. We had a good journey here.
That ought to do it.
This was easily like 2 hours, I think.
Give me the works.
We're near in there.
Give me
Pretty
the works.
close, yeah. It's 11 o'clock, yeah.
So first off, obviously, we want to thank good old Avery for coming in here and dragging us down
thank
some
you.
rabbit
How
holes
fun.
that I did not expect.
Thank God.
Happy to take you down more.
And hopefully we all get some coupons for some Dave's Big and Juicies. Obviously, good sandwiches.
Bring back the Black Whopper.
Bring back the black.
That reminds me,
Ha-ha!
McDonald's used to have
I
a
like
number
that.
5, Big and Tasty. I remember that one.
Now you can get a biggie meal, a biggie bag, they call it. It's like 4
I want the Shack pack.
You will never ever taste a Shack burger in your fucking life, and you need to stop it right now.
Aw.
Horrible existence. But you will never ever eat that burger, and I want everybody listening to know that if you haven't tasted the Shack sauce, you never will. Oh, you know what we should discuss? Maybe say this for another one. The movie that Shaq says he never made, but he fucking did. Not Shaq, the other guy. Kazam.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was real. I watched it while eating a Shack pack.
Well, I'm sure there will be a part 2. Obviously, there's a.
So I don't know where you get.
theory.
I don't know where you get your beef. I'm interested.
I get it from you, Dante.
What is that goddamn movie called?
What, Grandma's Boy?
No, the one that Johnny was just talking about. Kazam, right? Is that it?
It was Shazam. Oh, for fuck's sake. All right. It was Shazam. It was a fucking movie, and this is gonna set anybody listening off if they know, but it was a fucking movie. I don't care what anybody says. And then there was Kazam with Shaq and his Shaq sauce. And that movie apparently really happened. And fucking Shazam, the movie that I watched, didn't fucking happen. It happened. It was real. It was real. And he's on TV. He's like, I didn't make no fucking movie, Shazam. Yeah, you did, bitch. You know you fucking made it.
What was in that Shaq sauce? Come on. What was really in it?
It was fentanyl.
A couple mushroom stems. It's fentanyl. Oh boy.
Round of mushroom stamps.
Well, here's to another fantastic episode. And any parting words here from our fellow guests?
Shaq.
Get your Shaq sauce. Get your Shaq sauce.
Hey, you're not gassed. You're a regular, you piece of shit.
Oh, I came in. I snuck in.
Oh, he's a guest today.
You guys left the back door open. I snuck in.
This was the Avery
That's
show today,
okay.
man. We're all just a part of it.
Right? The wacky doodle show.
This is the big and juicy episode.
My final words. The final words I want to say are 2 words: butt chug.
I'll thank these 2 fine young gentlemen here for coming on to our amazing, hopefully soon to be successful and well known show, The Strange Exchange, and I will definitely have you two, or we will have you two, on further episodes. I'm excited.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Thank you.
Hey, how's it going?
Wouldn't have killed you to include me in that, you bastard.
I said thank you, young.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, T-Reid, for
No
the
problem.
exposure. Anybody got some shout outs? You guys want to give some shout outs to anybody?
Nope.
That cashier down at Lenny's on 5th or whatever.
Shout out to Shaq. Bring back the Shaq burger. and the Shack sauce. Shout out to my brain
For naming you.
for naming it stuff. And yeah, shout out to T-Reid.
Thank you. Shout out to Johnny.
Shout out to T-Reid for calling the sports games ahead of time.
Nope, I'm only doing my job. I mean,
Ugh.
that's what.
He scoffs.
Not a good job.
You think that's right?
I tried. I've kept my mouth shut the last few games I've been to, which has only been like one since fucking COVID. But yeah, so I've kept my mouth shut.
Well, Andy, what do you say we go tiptoeing through the tulips? How about that?
Do I look like somebody who likes Jiminy Cricket?